Are you wondering what the housing market will look like in 2025? If you're thinking about buying or selling a home in Kansas City, but you've been watching on the sidelines, waiting to see what the market's going to do, you're going to want to stick around because today I'm going to give you an update on what the experts are predicting for the housing market in 2025, and it actually looks pretty optimistic. Welcome back to Living in Kansas City. My name is Cheryl McCormick, and I'm an agent with the Rob Ellerman team at Reese Nichols Real Estate, which is the #1 real estate team in all of Kansas City. I am your best resource to find out everything there is to know about the neighborhoods, lifestyle, and real estate market in Kansas City. I have the resources to help you with your real estate needs every step of the way. I was born and raised right here in Kansas City. I've lived here the majority of my life, mostly in various suburbs on the Kansas side. I love showcasing my beautiful hometown, which is why I make these videos, and I hope that you're going to love Kansas City just as much as I do. As I said, today we're diving into the 2025 housing market forecast. We're going to talk mortgage rates, total home sales projections, and what home prices are expected to look like next year. So whether you're a first-time home buyer, thinking of upgrading, or even selling your home, this forecast is going to help you make more informed decisions. So first, let's talk about mortgage rates. The past year has been challenging with low inventory and high rates, and the NAR settlement has left both buyers and sellers confused. But the good news is that 2025 is looking much brighter. Inventory is finally on the rise, and we're expecting some relief when it comes to mortgage rates. Ralph McLaughlin, senior economist at Realtor.com, says, "We expect the economy to land softly and housing inventory to continue to recover. This should put downward pressure on mortgage rates this fall and winter and will set the stage for a much better season for home buyers in 2025. With inflation cooling and unemployment stable, experts think mortgage rates should trend down slightly. While we could see some bumps along the way, they predict rates will settle in the mid to upper 5% range by the end of 2025. But don't expect rates to drop quickly or drastically or to go back to the 2 to 3% range that we saw in 2022. Greg McBride, chief financial analyst at Bankrate, says Fed interest rate cuts in general will bring about lower mortgage rates, which is a definite boost to the housing market, but it won't happen overnight. It's important to remember that mortgage rates are not only tied to what the Feds decide to do regarding interest rates, but also reflects what's happening in the broader economy with inflation and unemployment. But as of right now, all signs are looking pretty good for a slight reduction in rates. This graphic shows that rates are projected to end 2024 somewhere just above the 6% range. Then slight decreases are expected throughout 2025, with rates projected to end 2025 somewhere in the mid 5% range. This slide shows how rates peaked in the fourth quarter of 2023, but are now trending downward, even though they are still much higher than we saw in previous years. But even slightly lower financing costs could bring more buyers back into the market. Just to give you an example, if you're financing a $500,000 loan, the cost has dropped by about $500 per month compared to this time last year when interest rates peaked at their highest. Now, that's a game changer for affordability. So, how will lower interest rates affect the housing market? Even slightly lower rates will likely bring more buyers and sellers back into the market. Charlie Dougherty, director and senior economist at Wells Fargo, says lower financing costs will likely boost demand by pulling affordability crunched buyers off the sidelines. And buyers and sellers have finally begun to accept the new reality of 5 to 6% interest rates. And it seems as though 6% seems to be the tipping point. About 52% of homeowners said that they would be willing to buy with rates under 6%. And 35% of homeowners would be motivated to move with rates under 6%. What this means is there's likely to be more buyers and sellers entering the market in 2025, which is good news for those who have been waiting on the sidelines. Now let's talk about home sales. 2024 is expected to finish with around 4.7 million homes sold, the lowest in several years. But don't worry, 2025 is forecasted to be a rebound year. We're expecting as many as 5.4 million homes to sell, the most since 2022. Well, why is this? Well, more homes are being built, financing costs are easing, and prices are moderating. Experts are predicting between 5.2 and 5.7 million homes will sell next year, kicking off an upward trend in the market. So, should you wait until next spring or summer to buy or sell? Well, that's a complicated question. As the Business Insider states, waiting until next spring or summer should give you more inventory to choose from, but you'll likely be up against greater competition since it's the peak buying season. And finally, let's discuss home prices. With more homes coming to the market and more buyers returning, we're going to see a more moderate price appreciation in 2025. Nationally, home prices are expected to increase by 3 to 4%, with the average being about 2.6%. That's a much more realistic pace compared to the massive price spikes we've seen over the past few years. But remember, home prices can vary by region, so if you're buying or selling here in Kansas City, we'll want to look closely at our local market conditions. Lance Lambert, co-founder of Resi Club, says, even if the average national home price forecast for 2025 is correct, it's possible that some regional housing markets could still see elevated appreciation. That has been, after all, the case this year. Johnson County, Kansas has continued to see strong appreciation with a 7.5% appreciation so far in 2024 over this same time last year. And there's no reason at this point to think that a strong market will not continue into 2025. Overall, 2025 is shaping up to be a positive year for the housing market, with easing mortgage rates, rising home sales, and steady price appreciation. If you're ready to take advantage of these changes, whether you're buying or selling, now is the time to start planning. If you're curious about your home's value or want to talk strategy for buying or selling, reach out to me. I would love to help. If you're thinking about making a move to the Kansas City area or within the Kansas City area, I would be happy to help you find your perfect home in your perfect price point and your perfect neighborhood. And if you're a seller, I would love to help you maximize your profit and sell for top dollar. Whether you're planning to move in 9 days or 90 days, feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. All of my information is in the description below so that I can help you make your move to Kansas City or within the Kansas City area a smooth and easy one. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more facts about places you might call home and for exclusive community tours and real estate insights about communities in Kansas City suburbs, including Overland Park, Lenexa, Spring Hill, Prairie Village, Leawood, Olathe, DeSoto, Shawnee, Lewisburg, and many more. And please leave a comment, as your comments help me create content that is useful to you. If you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you're going to love my next one. Until next time, this is Cheryl McCormick from Living in Kansas City signing off. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video.